Today I had every intention of making a decent video on what I was going to do. But like everything else, my old power shot, which has been pretty good and take pretty good pictures for an old camera, won't format a SD card for me today. I've tried 3 that I had, brand new, and just won't format, won't work. So here I am on my crappy $100 cell phone. So even as dark as that stain was, it's still pretty light once you hit it with the True Oil. True Oil definitely brings out some color versus tung oil. It's got a hue to it, and the more you build it, the more it looks. So that's one coat, and I just keep rubbing it in until it literally does not take anymore, and then I keep rubbing until it almost feels dry. I don't bother thinning True Oil or tung oil. I really don't think it works. I don't think the oil itself gets any deeper into the wood. I think you're just seeing the thinner or whatever you use evaporate. And you can see here, so this is what happens. This is why I don't recommend doing this stuff outside. Sitting in the sun here for a few minutes, the oil has started to seep out of the crevices. That's the deep set in oil. So I'm going to bring it back inside so that doesn't seep out and make a mess. That's rubbed in. One important thing to do is take a small brush and get in all the nooks and crannies. Cover it good. You don't have to put it on too thick, just a nice even coat. And that just helps with the weather, moisture, swelling. Get everywhere. Get in here, do all your barrel channel, into your stock, into the holes. Put a nice coat on it. It'll help the changes in humidity affect your stock a little bit. Other than that, that's the first coat. I'm going to let it set up for about 15-20 minutes, and then I'm going to wipe it off with I just use paper towels, high quality Scott's paper towels. They don't lint terribly. And I'll probably put about 3, maybe 4 coats on this, depending on my time and how I feel. But you can see it's already starting to dry up a little bit. See the dry spots. And it's not drying, it's sinking into the wood a little bit. And that's what you want tung oil to do. You want it to absorb into the wood. It doesn't sit on top of it. You want to rub it in until it's almost dry. And that's about it. So I'll come back to this in 10-15 minutes, give it a wipe down, and that's it. It's all fun, it's all good. It's gonna look pretty good. You can still see all the dings. Those were pretty deep dings when I got it, and I steamed them out. But you're still gonna see them unless you actually sand them out. So, still got the big snot right there. I'm gonna leave it in there. Not too concerned. It's an old beat up stock. You can just make out the old acceptance stamp. It almost disappeared, but the stain brought it out a little bit, and I avoided sanding that area, so you can still see the acceptance stamps. The P is nice and deep. The P is real deep, really good, struck. That's it. I'll let it dry up and I'll work on it tomorrow. But the wood looks pretty good. Not too bad. A little blotchy, but that's what happens with birch.